Hey, hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Listen, y'all know it's always something. First of all, let me change this background because it is just very, very busy for my liking right now. Let's see. What do we want to go with? Let's go with this. A black bride. Yeah, let's go with black. How are y'all doing? Well, y'all know it's always something. First of all, leave a one in the comment section if I sound pretty clear because Miss Microphone decided that she was just like, I don't want to. I don't want to today. And I didn't want to go get my old mics. I didn't even have time. I just was like, whatever. So yeah, I think she's mad because I disconnected her from the arm because I don't like the boom mic effect. And so I think she's a bit upset about that. So I plugged her in how I normally do. And then she was like, no, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to work today. I'm not even going to turn on. Okay. So Miss Microphone has an attitude. Okay. That's fine. She can have all the attitudes that she wants. That's how come I always have a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay. Anyway, welcome y'all. I am Melissa Berrien of Real Talk with Melissa Berrien. And then on top of that, the dog decided that he wants to bark for the next 30 minutes because my husband actually had the nerve to leave the house without him. So I'm having a fun time this afternoon, this evening. So anyway, hopefully this live finds you guys well. I have a lineup for you guys. And of course, you read from the title. I want to hear from you guys as far as this Maya Angelou coin and a few other things. We got OnlyFans discussion. We got some stuff to discuss today. So I hope you guys are ready. What's up, Ruby King, Shannon Jackson, Blacks Tropical, JT Coins. Ruby was in the house first. So good to see you guys. I feel like I haven't been on here in forever, but I just was on here. So anyway, welcome. Let's jump right into the first story of the day. Yeah, so did you guys hear about this story where this off-duty police officer is accused of ending someone's life, but he's saying that the guy was aggressive, but then the witnesses are saying, hold up, that's not what happened. So the stories are not lining up. So now there's uh controversy concerning, there's protests concerning it. Well, anyway, um let me show you the cop and the guy. All right, so let me share it. All right, so this is a picture of them on the scene of it happening, of the event, and the incident rather. And the guy's name is Jason Walker, the guy that is no longer alive. This is the police officer, Lieutenant Jeffrey Hash. So the lieutenant is on the left of me, and then the young man that lost his life is Jason Walker on the right. Well, like I said, the problem is that the police officer's story does
Thanks to
not
Realtor.com's
collaborate.
home alerts, we found this
Really?
awesome new
That's
condo
why I hate
fast.
these ads.
We moved in so quickly.
There's
We're
ads
already having
somewhere.
our neighbor Kyle over for dinner.
I am jealous of your.
Yay, I'm having fun today. I'm having fun. So, anyway, all right, maybe I could share this. Well, anyway, the off duty police officer, the lieutenant Hash, is claiming that, hey, he jumped on my vehicle. I just had to shoot him. He's claiming self defense, so to speak. And so he made a frantic 911 call making those claims. However, there is a witness that said, listen, her name is Elizabeth Ricks. She claims that instead Walker was trying to cross the street. He was calm, he was minding his business, he was on the road, and Hash hit him. So the FBI has started an initial assessment of the situation. And again, people are claiming civil rights violation. People are protesting. And all I'm saying is another one. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, the protesters have gathered for a second day, Monday, calling for answers. And the thing is, the key to this story is witnesses. We know that the witnesses' testimony, video cameras, all of that have really been beneficial lately. Now we know there have been cases before that we have seen play out on videotape. or being recorded, and it didn't help the case for the deceased. So we'll see how this turns out. But like I said, there's protests. One story is not collaborating with the other. There's a witness. And so, yeah, we have to see and let the investigators kind of do their work, but also hopefully they'll do their due diligence as far as Mrs. Ricks is concerned, as far as looking at her testimony and what it is that she's saying actually happened. So I will keep you guys abreast on that. Well, speaking of justice and things not always seeming appearing fair, shall I say. And as a result of that, we know that we live in a very volatile time. We know that there's some things that's going on in America that's very concerning. And so the Justice Department, United States Justice Department, so you see them up there. Yep, I always get the pointing wrong. They have announced today that they are going to begin a new department. It's the Domestic Terrorism Task Force. Now, they're saying that they are justified in creating this task force as a result of heightened awareness, but heightened threats. So they're saying, yes, they are creating this task force to specialize in the investigation of homegrown terrorists. So, and extremists and violent groups. Now, we know that the concern for me would be who would classify as that? Because we know that there have been groups that the government may or may not have liked, i.e. the Black Panthers, other groups that may be put on this list that are simply minding their business or doing the duty of their community. But because they are made up of certain people, going in certain places, and that can go both ways. That's not even a black and white thing. My thing is, will there be an oversight committee to oversight this task force? Because anything can be justified. Like, hey, we investigated, we're doing this because you are a threat. Think about the protesters back in the day. These people were peacefully protesting, those that are marching. Martin Luther King had investigators going after him. So, when you think about things like that, it's like, okay, I'm thankful for the task force, especially if there are actual threats, credible threats, and it's heightened. Absolutely, I understand that. But I want to make sure that there's an oversight committee even for that. Like, you just can't begin to investigate groups and put groups on this list because you don't like their agenda. It has to be deeper than that. So Matthew Olson, who leads the Justice Department National Security Division, told the Senate Judiciary Committee the move is being made because of a sharp rise of domestic crimes to political goals. So you understand what I'm saying. He even said it himself. Some of this can be politically motivated when you're talking about the Justice Department. So hopefully they will implement some sort of oversight committee to make sure that this Justice Department, this new task force that's being implemented, is on the up and up for sure. So this announcement comes coincidentally, right after January 6th anniversary. So Olson says we face an elevated threat from domestic violence extremists, individuals in the United States who seek to commit violent criminal acts in furtherance of domestic or social political goals. If that's it in a nutshell, absolutely, I agree with it. But like I said, I would like to know and make sure that there is an oversight or a checks and balance on this task force. Because we know in previous administrations and historically, if the United States felt like your group was causing waves one way or another, Black marches, civil rights movements, they was ready to come for you, point blank, period. So I'm happy for that, but also I pray that it is safe. So leave a comment down below if you heard about this domestic task force. If you're catching the replay, hey, replay gang, hold on to your seats. We're going to get to the entertainment news. We're going to get to this Maya Angelou coin, and we'll got other stuff to discuss. But anyway, all right. This is Dominick Black, okay? Dominick is the man who brought the rifle to Kyle Rittenhouse. Okay. And we know Kyle, I reported it, he received no conviction on his activities in Kenosha. Well, the man who bought the rifle for Kyle um, in Kenosha agreed to take a plea deal, which is causing some people to be up in arms because some people are thinking, okay, so he has to do a plea deal. He is facing some sort of reprimand concerning his acts. But just like I said before, Kyle may have gotten off, but I really did. And when I say gotten off, the jury did its due diligence, whatever. But Dominick, I knew that the case wasn't just going to be swept away, and Dominick wasn't going to be held with any type of contempt or responsibility. And so he's agreed to plead to no contest to contributing to the delinquency of a minor, a non-criminal citation carrying a fine of $2,000. Some people would suggest that that's a slap on the wrist. Leave a comment down below. Do you think Dominick Black should have been held more responsible for his participation with the Rittenhouse activity? He's the one that supplied the weapon, while avoiding convictions for 2 felony counts of delivering dangerous weapon in a minor causing death. So he escapes a felony. He pleads no contest to contributing to the delinquency of a minor. $2,000 fine. Is that a slap on the wrist? Let me know. Let me know what you think. The plea deal was first revealed by the Kenosha County Eye, which is it sounds like a publication, which obtained a copy of the plea agreement filed by Assistant District Attorney Thomas Binger in the state of Wisconsin Circuit Court. Okay. And so the document is here, and the Judge Schroeder, who served during the trial for Rittenhouse, could sign off on the deal, reject it, or dismiss it. And he signed it. Of course, we knew he was going to sign it. So, yeah, he was the one that supplied the weapon, which in turn Rittenhouse ended up using and fatally wounding people who some people argue, hey, one last bad person on the street. But I digress. I'm not even. I didn't know about the passport. Thanks for sharing. Hey, JT Coin Rings. Good to see you. He says, I'm a collector, so I'm happy about the quarter. Nice. All right. So the task force. Yes. So yeah, he pleads no contest. All right, y'all. Let's see what's next. So I'm gonna, in a nutshell, again, I said this about there's certain topics that I cover that seem to go on and on and on and on and go on. And there seems to be no end to this. And so COVID is one. And there's so many stories around the United States. Everyone is either frustrated, some people are happy, some people are angry, people are anxious. It's just a story that keeps, it's like a snowball. And so in that, I reported on the different variants that's going on. There are several members in Washington that have now reported that they have turned up positive. People in Hollywood are positive. People that I know, like I said, no one directly, thank God, in my home, but it's everywhere. And so I reported on, and I'm giving an overview. Like I have all these stories that I was going to cover, but I'm giving y'all a broad overview. And before I do that, let me recognize Mr. JT Coin Rings. Thanks for the super chat. He says, keep the great content coming. I shall. Even with my microphone saying, no. I shall. Thank you, JT Coins. And good to see you on here and commenting, because if you know anything about me, I love bringing the great content, but I love when you guys interact back and forth with me. So thank you so much. I do not take you guys' super chats and stuff lightly. And you know what? Shannon is feeling me. Like I said, I have this long list of articles that I want to talk about, but I just decided in this moment to give you guys an overview. Do whatever it is that you feel like you need to do to protect yourself. I see people moving and shaking and going and doing and zipping and zooing and everything. And I'm just saying it's out there. Literally, I mean, down my timeline on Facebook, at least 6 people I know are coming off COVID or are reporting or waiting on a test. These are people all across the United States, not to mention the Hollywood stars or whatever. So people are just like up in arms and they're like, what the heck? Well, I reported Monday or Sunday, Monday, that when did I report about Chicago and Mayor Lightfoot? Whatever day that was. That's probably, I don't remember. Anyway, Mayor Lightfoot was going back and forth with these people, the teachers union rather, because the teachers are frustrated, the parents are frustrated, the teachers are like, no one's worried about us catching it, and then staffing is just a nightmare. And so they voted, the teachers union. Let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. So they've been going back and forth with these people. Monday, no school. Tuesday, no school. Well, now it's being reported that they've come to some form of agreement that the teachers will return to school. Now, again, I'm giving you guys the overview. That's on the heels of LA County reporting thousands, tens of thousands. I want to say 62 or 1,000 or something like that. Teachers, people not being able to come to work. What does it look like where you live at? I'm going to tell you, where I live at, I'll never know. I'll never know. I'd have to get an assessment from my kids because there's no COVID measures consistently in the school system here. And so, and they're very much into keeping the school system open and not reporting a lot. So, yeah. Like my kids contact trace themselves amongst their friend group, not happening through school. So all across the United States, I heard earlier, I was on Dana's platform earlier, and she was talking about how she knows someone that was having a hell of a time leaving California. California has increased their mask mandate and extended it to March. Like, there's a lot going on, friends. And all I'm saying is be aware, do whatever it is that you feel like you want to do and need to do for your family. Because here's the thing, I don't believe in mandates. I said that before. So govern yourselves accordingly. So many people is dying. It's such a sad time. It's a sad time. It's an anxious time. And I think that part of the anxiousness is that people are really, I think we're going into wave number 2 with the supply chain really, really, really feeling it. So my next story, let me show you. This is an empty shelf, okay? And it's reported that the shelves are empty. Now, I can tell you like this. When my daughter and I, we went to the store yesterday, the shelves weren't empty, but the freezer section looked ridiculous. There was plenty of meats, rice and stuff like that picked over. And I mean, we live in a decent neighborhood. It's not like the stores already always picked over anything like that. But I will tell you, the frozen section it looked like this picture. It looked like this picture. What are your stores looking like? Well, it's being reported that grocery stores across the U.S. have empty shelves as supply chain crisis and COVID combine to make basics like milk, bread, meat, canned soups, and cleaning products hard to find. Now, I have to say, I'm able to find all those things. I'm able to find all those things. I was looking for something in the frozen food section, and that's what made me go down there, and it was just terrible. But there's plenty of food where I'm at and stuff like that. So yeah, JT says that's how it looked in Giants in Baltimore. See? So it's interesting because we know with the first wave, it was the toilet paper and this and that. Are people beginning to stock up on food? Shout out to those of you that grow. Broke Farmer, Black's Tropical, these guys, they've been encouraging us the whole time. Like, listen, can't go wrong growing your own stuff. The vegetables are a little bit scarce, but not like empty like that. Nowhere near like that. But I think in certain places across the United States, we are seeing where there is a shortage. My grandmother's school will be going virtual short of teachers and bus drivers. Sent 10 students that test positive home. Well, sorry to hear that. Sent home testing positive. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Well, here's the thing. And this all goes together. I'm going to keep the grocery store up. The problem is some companies are telling people, hey, you tested positive, but you're asymptomatic. Come back. Come to work. You can still work. Don't worry about it. Some people are saying, you know what? They shortened the quarantine time. So come back to work. And so it just feels a little messy. Okay. It's annoying. It's not I want to say it's incongruent, but it's not. That's what I mean. It's not congruent. It's not equal across the entire United States. And so if you go somewhere that has strict mandates and over here is lax, you know, it's just crazy. And so I think that it is causing some sort of a panic, and we're seeing it in the grocery stores. I know a lot of people are seeing it at the gas pump. People are getting tired of paying the prices. We're definitely seeing it in labor. Now, I don't know the stats of labor and how it's looking, but I will tell you this. When I go to the store or I go around in the plaza, I reported this the other day. Help wanted signs all over the place. Businesses here, and again, I believe this is a testament all across the United States. People are shutting down because they can't find workers. That is the testament. And I've asked and asked and asked every time I spoke about this, where are the workers? Is it that people just don't feel that they need to risk their lives to work in a place? Because I really don't think it's this whole people would rather get welfare than work. I just don't think that. I think it's more to do with you want me to go out there and work, but you're not giving me any protection, or I'm not going out there, or there's probably like a small percentage of people that's like that, but I don't think so. So, it's being reported that the shelves are empty. Y'all heard it. JT said, listen, that's how it looked in Baltimore in certain places. So I would say don't panic. Stock up on whatever you feel like you need to stock up on, but don't panic for sure. So I don't have all my none of my stories came up. Yay. So while I look up my story that I had, so that's it with Miss Rona and variants and children and virtual and not virtual, and you're the problem and this one's the problem, and over it. I think we're all over it, but unfortunately, I don't think that there's any end in sight right now. So, speaking of craziness, I should have put this in the let me find her, because I told y'all I was restarting my computer and everything. But anyway, speaking of craziness, what's this lady's last name? And panicking and COVID. All right. Is that what we're talking about? Well, may as well. Let's break up the conference. No, I want to talk about this lady. Because I told you guys, I said, y'all look at her. She seems normal. We'll talk about her before. Let me move this. Look at her. She seems normal. She seems unassuming. Like, okay, what's the point? Well, this is Sarah Beam. And one thing that I forgot to mention when I was going over my COVID spill is the need for testing. I know there are places here that it is nearly impossible to get tested. The sites are being shut down. Some hospitals across the United States are now reporting that they're not doing elective surgeries, and just non-emergent stuff. So Sarah Beam found herself in a position where she needed, let me find her. She needed to test her son. And this is a Texas mom. Oh, I don't even want, I should have put this in ridiculous news. Well, anyway, long story short, Miss Sarah is accused of putting her son in the trunk because he tested positive, or he had the symptoms of being positive, and she didn't want to catch any of the symptoms. So on the way to give him the test, she put him in the trunk. The headline says Houston area mom arrested after being accused of putting son in a trunk because he had COVID-19. Sarah is being charged with endangering a child. Okay. And yes, this is a Houston area mom accused of putting her son in the trunk because he had the symptoms. And she was like, listen, it's a lot going on. And so I need to stay safe. And you know what? To her credit, she probably didn't want to miss work. It's being reported that she's a teacher. So that part of me is saying, now, Sarah, you knew that there was a better way to handle this. You knew that there could have been a better way to make sure that you didn't run a risk of catching it. Because the truth of the matter is, if he's your son, you drive him to school every day, or you're at home with him, when he was contagious, you've already been around him. But my friends, we can't just go putting our kids in trunks. Yes, the trunk, like of the vehicle. She is a teacher, and she was arrested. She's no longer in jail, but she's in charge with endangering a minor. According to the court documents, Beam took 13-year-old boy to a drive-through COVID testing, and then they discovered at the stadium, and they discovered he was in the trunk. They were gathering information, and she told the boy was in the trunk because she didn't want to be exposed to the virus. So again, as I ended my last segment, the first thing I said was, don't panic. I think that there's a level of panic that's going on. People are literally forgetting the common sense. And so to be a teacher, generally speaking, I've met some not so smart teachers, so I'm not going to say that. But to be a teacher, she's have to have a level of problem solving and being able to problem solve on a whim. But she missed it on this. She absolutely missed it. And so Miss Sarah, I don't know. I feel sorry for her, but I don't. But I do. She just was trying to figure out how to get tested and not get the boy. So let's help Miss Sarah out. You could have put him in the back seat, opened up all the windows because they say good ventilation. Make sure he's all masked up. Make sure you're masked up. But again, you can't go putting your kid in the doggone trunk. That's just the bottom line. Well, I'm just gonna go down the list. So that's entertainment. I don't feel like doing that right now. Let's go to, you know what? Let's go to some more ridiculous news. So to do that, so I'm going to hit a few ridiculous news, and then we'll round back. And I promise you, we will be back with the Maya Angelou, because I want to discuss that. I definitely want to discuss this coin, because some people are happy, some people are not very happy. So let's go into this. All right, so we are in the ridiculous news segment. So did you guys hear about the police officers who were fired and were delayed? Well, let me reverse. They delayed their response to a call because they were playing Pokemon Go. All right, let me find it, because y'all you don't believe it. So if you're just tuning in, you read from the title, we are going to get on that. We're going to get on Mr. Soldier Boy. We're going to get on Maya Angelou. But right now, we're covering some other news. So I've discussed COVID. I've discussed a officer involved shooting. And right now, we are talking about these officers that delayed answering a call Because they were playing Pokemon Go. So let me find it. Let me share it with you. Y'all like, Melissa, this can't be true. It is true, y'all. Pokemon Go. Like they were committed to this game. Okay. So they're LAPD officers. Y'all see it. Okay. This is the Pokemon Go. If you don't know what Pokemon Go is, I didn't know people were still like crazy about this game. But allegedly, it appears that they are, because these LAPD officers ignored a robbery to play Pokemon Go. They lose their appeal. They had the nerve to appeal the decision to not have them work. Well, they were fired after an investigation found that they pretended not to hear a radio call for help as they played the augmented reality game. So what it involves, just in case you don't know, this was popular, about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe. And Pokemon Go, they would go basically a virtual scavenger hunt in some kind of way. I'm not a tech person, but they'd use their phone and it will tell them like, hey, go down the street around the corner. There's a blah, blah, blah character. Well, they were busy playing Pokemon Go. They ignored the call and now they don't have a job. And y'all know what I always say when it comes to stuff like this. Are y'all really, really willing to risk your bag, your money over stuff like this, over a game? Now, I'll tell you, you guys know, I play The Sims. I love playing The Sims. But when I was in grad school, when I was in undergrad school, when I am super, super busy with life, the last thing I do is turn on The Sims, because I know it's a game that's addicting. Those of you that were candy crushing, I never candy crushed. I don't like those type of games with the blings and the jewels and all of that. But yeah. So now they are fired because they ignored the call, pretended not to hear it, because they wanted to get to Pikachu or Pokemon or whatever it's called. Zan the man. Hey, Zan. Good to see you. OG Patrice, greetings and salutations. Hey, beautiful. Good to see you, girl. We just talking it up. Please stay on, especially those of you that have something to say about this coin. Okay. And I have some updates on some entertainment news. But let's get through this stuff first. So yeah, y'all, is it really worth it? I would dare to say that it is not. So mind yourselves. Thank you. Velma says, good evening. Just found your channel. Well, welcome, Velma. Good to see you. If you're just like Velma and you're tuning in, peeking around the corner, like, who is this girl? I am Melissa Berrien of Real Talk with Melissa Berrien. I am here doing commentary. Read the description below. Right now, I'm just talking about the Pokemon cops who are now ex-cops because they decided to not respond to a robbery, but instead play Pokemon Go. Y'all heard it right. So I'm going to leave it to you like this. Nothing, no game, none of these things, unless you don't care about your job, is worth you losing your job, my friends. That was stupid. It was irresponsible. Point. It gives a new meaning and a new vision, a visual to the whole cops under the tree, ignoring the call, eating donuts. They were playing Pokemon Go. So now they're ex-cops. Leave a comment down below if you think that's a bit crazy. Let's see. Let's go to the next story. Let's see. So did we do? Okay, we didn't talk about her. This is Dawn. Okay, they're calling her Delta Karen. Dawn is, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about this, and I want to see what you guys have to say about it. Dawn is a bit upset because, let me find it. Dawn is upset because Delta would not allow her to buy a gender X ticket for her non-binary child. Now, first and foremost, these are the rules. We're not going to be disrespectful. We're not going to be anti or whatever. Like, that's not what happens on this channel. But We can critically think and we can give our opinion and we can disagree, but we can disagree respectfully. Now, my first thing is, I've said this before with the non-binary gender X thing that's going on, that is now a thing nowadays. I said this before. It's going to begin to cause a problem when it goes out in society. You can believe and live how you want when you're going in your own house, going to the store, that type of thing. Some people even have a problem with it when we're talking about separate bathrooms or whatever. But I said this before, when we go to school, what the expectations are. But see, this situation, when you're talking about gender X, it's now spreading because of the manifest on airplanes. Delta said no. And so she had her Karen moment. She's an Arizona woman. She's accused Delta Airlines of discrimination. Leave a comment down below. Do you think this is discrimination? She says that she wants to book X for her non-binary child. Now, if you agree that your child is non-binary, I have no problem with that. But I must tell you, when it comes to travel, manifest, safety, air safety, gender X is not going to work. God forbid if something were to happen to that child on the plane, gender X, we need to know some things, medically speaking. I said this before. Gender X, as far as let's say, God forbid, a crash happens. And you just say, oh, X, and they're trying to look for bodies and everything. How we know what to look for? Leave a comment down below if you're feeling me, what I'm saying. Okay? I'm just saying. That's my commentary on it. It's fine. And I'm not even telling you to keep it in your house, but it's fine when you're living in your own bubble in society, but it's kind of hard for society to kind of adapt to this when there's some safety things that are involved, when there's accountability things that are involved, even for health situations, I don't know, triaging or whatever. And then it just says, oh, gender X. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. Is this a male or female, whatever? So Delta said no. Delta said no. Don Henry slammed Delta in a series of tweets, because that's what people do. And we're going to talk about tweets a little bit later because Soulja Boy was trending. And yeah, we'll talk about that. Anyway, she said she wanted to buy her 21-year-old daughter a surprise ticket when she discovered the carrier only provides male or female options. But her child identifies as neither exclusively male nor female and has an X mark on her birth certificate and Washington state driver's license. So I talked about that before, where the birth certificates now can have the gender X. But then remember, I talked about the passport. That was a passport was issued in the United States with the gender X. Is this something that should be a concern? Should Delta have just put an X? Or is this something where Delta did the right thing? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. She felt like Delta, quote, is discriminating against non-binary individuals. And non-binary, for those that don't know, non-binary is, from my understanding, is like someone that doesn't ascribe to either male or female. And so she's saying that they discriminated. And so, like I said, I'm going to agree with Delta on this one. Okay. Not out of discrimination, not out of anything, but I'm going to agree with them. We're not going to put Generation X on the travel manifest and you getting on the plane. That's just me. Hey, Adrian, good to see you. Adrian's popping in. Good to see you, my friend. So yeah, she wasn't very happy. She wasn't very happy at all. Yeah, but what would make me very happy if you guys decided to hit the like button. If you're liking my channel, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Right now, do it. Right now, do it. So, y'all, welcome to my channel. I am Melissa Berrien of Real Talk with Melissa Berrien. Just as the little snippet just said, if you like what you see on my channel, you've been coming in, you like what you see, you like the commentary. First of all, definitely comment. That's my absolute favorite part of doing this show. But second of all, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Velma, you said, hey, I just found you. Hey, girl, we best friends now. Hit the notification bell, go up one and hit the all. That way you know when I go live. Let's see what Blind Guy says. Get those coins, y'all. We got to protect ourselves since the cops are still playing games. Gender is more fluid nowadays, but that should be that should be medically speaking, not preferably speaking in certain spaces. It's an insult to people with true gender issues, hermaphrodites, in various ways. I agree with you. And it is more fluid, and society is yet to catch up. And I'm not sure if we will. I'm not sure if outside of social settings and very liberal companies, will America just really adapt to this non-binary idea? And then, like you said, medically speaking, treating, that whole thing. And so it's a pithy situation for sure. It's sensitive for sure. But I think in this situation, as far as a plane ticket is concerned, where someone else is responsible for you and your whereabouts and what you're doing and how you're doing it, I don't think Gen X or Gender X should be applied here. That's just my opinion. If you think that it's closed-minded or you have an idea that could help me forward my thinking, please, 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 absolutely leave a comment down below. Email me. My email is down below. Let me know. But that is just what I think. Now, like I said, at your house, grocery store, whatever, your place of business, if they don't have a problem with it, absolutely. Because they know you. Fire alarm goes off or whatever, you meet at spot A, they know Gender X is right there. I'm just saying. So that's that. So yeah, go ahead and hit the like button and let me know. I have this thing keep popping up on my computer and I'm like, I'm ignoring you because it's probably the reason why my mic didn't work. But anyway, what do I want to talk about? Let's talk about Maya, because I know that a lot of you guys read for the title and that's why you're here. And so let's see, Miss Maya. There she is. Okay. So parts of America is like, okay, this is a good thing. From what I understand, Whoopi Goldberg spoke on The View today, and she was not very impressed by it. I was on Dana's show earlier, and she kind of was thinking sort of what I was thinking. And so I posed a question to you guys. And so off rip, before we get into commentary, Maya Angelou is going to be featured on the U.S. quarter, our coin. Okay. Do you think it's enough? Do you think it's what we asked for? Do you think America needs this? Not taking anything away from her at all. How do you feel about it? JT Coins already chimed in and he said, I love it. I think it's a great idea. Blind Guy says, buy the coins. I love it. I know I will probably get a few of them. It's a historical moment. The first Black woman to be featured on a coin. They, what's the word? They went back and forth about Harriet Tubman, and they chose, as far as the dollar, I want to say. And so here it is. So let me X out of that real quick. What do you guys think about it? I'll wait on you guys to come on in. I'm waiting on you guys to come in and comment before I give my comments. So, the US Mint begins shipping quarters featuring Maya Angelou. It announced last year that several notable women would be featured in the quarter program, including Angelo, also a Chinese American film star Anna May Wong, and former astronaut Sally Ride. Okay. And so she's the first on the coin to honor a Black woman. And let's see, the coins featuring other prominent Americans, women will also be shipping later this year. So she's the first in that rollout with women that have an impact on our history and society. Each 2022 quarter is designed to reflect the breadth and depth of our accomplishments being celebrated throughout this historic coin program. Maya Angelou, featured on the reverse of this first coin in the series, used words to inspire, and uplift. She died in 2014 at the age of 86. She's an author, activist, social activist, and nominated for National Book Awards. In her lifetime, she received more than 20 honorary degrees from institutions such as Boston College, Tufts University, and was granted the first lifetime Reynolds Professorship of American Studies at Wake Forest University in 1982. So yeah, a lot of people, like I said, most people were really excited about this. Most people, is this buffering or is it my network? I'm not buffering, so I don't know. Might be your network because I'm going good on my end. So I don't know. But I it's your network. Philip said it's your network. Philip said it's you. So historically speaking, it's great. I think that anytime we're featured in a positive light, I think it's great. Now, let me see what Whoopi had to say because I kind of glanced at it and I didn't read it, but it sounds like Whoopi was not here for it. Okay, so the headline says Goldberg says only a quarter for Maya Angelou. Come on, America, says Whoopi Goldberg. A penny for Whoopi Goldberg's thoughts on the new quarter. This week, legendary poet, as I reported, she became the first on the quarter. And so on Tuesday's episode of The View, Whoopi says, I want to point out that not too long ago, we were expecting to have Harriet Tubman gracing the $20 bill. Remember that? She says. But now it looks like the price has been slashed to a quarter because now we have Maya Angelou on a quarter. Though Goldberg noted that having Maya anywhere is a magnificent thing and called the engraving of the writer beautiful, she challenged the United States to do more to honor a figure as revered and intellectual as Angelou. She goes on to say, "Come on, America! You don't think this is gonna make folks feel a little bit uncomfortable? We wanted a $20 bill. Now you have all these powerful women and you put them all on quarters. Come on." Whoopi Goldberg says. What's going to happen with the penny? That's what I want to know. Okay. And yeah, so like I said, that's Whoopi's take. Junior playing Call of Duty. So that was Whoopi's take. I found it very interesting because earlier I was on Dana's YouTube channel, and she brought up a very interesting point that I got to agree with. But within perspective of this program, they're honoring women. Dana brought up a good point that couldn't be argued outside of this program. So Dana brought up a point where, okay, this is great that she's on the coin, but why it doesn't seem like when we want to honor women, it's always Black women, but what about Black men? What about Black men on coins or whatever? So again, in context to this program where they are honoring women that made an impact. Sally Ride, the Chinese Wang. Those people will also be featured on the quarter. I think Maya is appropriate for in context. Now, a separate conversation can be had as it relates to any time that there was going to be a highlight of African Americans. They absolutely do choose the women. I can't tell you the last time where it'll be like, oh, well, they like a Sidney Poitier too, though. They like a Sidney Poitier, different people. But Dana brought up some very, very good points, and that was one of the points that she brought up. But I think that it's not appropriate for this particular conversation, only because the Mint, and when I say MIT, the people that gives out the money, that prints the money, they explained that this is a part of a program. So because it's a part of a program and initiative to honor Black women, then yeah, I don't see them using a Black man for this, unless he's gender fluid. That's a whole nother conversation we just left off. Hey, Trash Can Waves. He's like, salute, salute. Fabulous. Fabulous. Hey, salute. Grand evening, all. Hey, Philip. Hello, Trash Can. You're late. Uh-oh, Trash Can Waves. Miss Ruby is calling you out. She said, listen, where you been? I was wondering too, Miss Ruby. We're bigger than the postage stamp. We are. And you know, one thing that I always, so Philip Waldo says, we're bigger than the postage stamp. We're bigger than the postage stamp. We're also bigger than external acknowledgments. I wish that we as a people would, and even as Americans, but definitely we as a people, because I think America has this problem as a whole. But definitely we as a people need to begin to celebrate ourselves and find value in our own award system. And that is to Dana's point. Okay. Because to Dana's point, what she was saying was, yes, that's nice, but let's begin to change the narrative in the media so that we don't care whether they put us on a quarter or not. There's so much positivity and excellence being pushed out that they can't help but acknowledge our greatness as a people. And so that's to Dana's point. And now that I agree with, but it's the same thing. You know, you're in your craft. And so OG Patrice, you understand what I'm saying. Like, you're in your craft. Of course, getting an EGOT would be the height of any entertainer's career, an Emmy or whatever. But how great would it be for us to acknowledge and to develop our own personal award system so that being put on a quarter would be a feather in the hat, but not the thing that we strive for. So what are we looking for? What are we looking for? And like, you know, I joke and say, you know what? They're on a quarter, we got the penny. But here's the thing: if there was so much uplifting and just girl power and family power and just great Blackness in the media and amongst ourselves, we wouldn't care if it was a quarter, a $20 bill, or a penny. That's just my take. Hello all. Hey Jenny, good to see you. I'm gonna block this person. Ruby King, salute my lady. Frederick Douglass on the quarter. Booker T. Washington on the $50. Carter G. Woodson on the $50. The first Black woman on the 225th 2018 anniversary of the U.S. Mint gold coin. Come on, JT Coins. Listen. Listen. So as a collector, JT, I know this is near and dear to you. What do you feel about the commentary that I said as far as looking at it as an accolade or like, oh, we made it, which I think it's great. Like they're taking nothing away from her or even the program. But, you know, just like Trash Can Wave said when I posted on my community wall that we were going to be talking about it, he was like, never satisfied. We're never satisfied. You know, that's what he was saying. Let me know what you think about that, JT, because I think if we were so busy celebrating each other and putting positivity in the media instead of 99% twerking and gold coins and slang and all, but if we put excellence out there, when stuff like this happened, there would not be a debate on YouTube about whether it was enough or not, because we'd be doing enough. And the truth of the matter is, Listen, my email address is melissaberrien0@gmail.com. At me. If you think it's enough out there, it's not. I don't care what you say. I'm going to put the email in trash. No, I'm just kidding. I'll read it. But the truth of the matter is, we would not be having this debate as to whether it's enough and who should it be and why they're doing this when we want that and whatever, if we was upholding in unity. I'm talking about in unity, in full force, where there was more excellence, truth, power, love coming out of the mass media than the foolishness and mayhem. And because it's outweighed in the foolishness and mayhem, we're going to continue to have this conversation about what's not enough. It's not enough because I'd like to dare to say, as a collective, we're not doing enough. Because if we were doing enough, her being on that quarter would just be a feather in our hat. I'm just saying. So you guys are saluting each other. I need a PPV show. Oh, I wholeheartedly agree, Philip says. We need to reestablish the only broken family. You know what, Philip? I could do a 14-hour live on just that subject alone. Not for bashing, not for any of that. The root of everything that is all the noise that's going on YouTube that y'all are participating in, the root of that is the breakdown of the Black family, point blank, period. Because once you have that breakdown, there's no value. And when there's no value, you will do and behave any type of way. So someone like myself who is working in her personal bubble, someone like you working in your personal bubble. Yes, there's pockets of excellence. There's pockets of value. There's pockets of all of that in the American family. And I'm not going to lie. That's the way I move. I own my own personal responsibility to live and move how and build how we're going to build as a family, my husband and I. So I don't care what's said on the internet. I honestly don't care. I don't listen. Y'all can argue from now to next year because high value this, low value that, divestment, blah, 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 blah. None of that affects me because at the end of the day, my husband and I are going to sit down and continue to talk about our vision for our family and move it forward. And I get it. Don't at me. I know some people don't have that, but you got to get it. Trash can waves. What you yawling for? Facts. More can be done for sure. I agree. Reestablish pack order. Exactly. Trash can waves. The pack is out of order. I love that video. The pack is out of order, and there's a whole lot of talking about it. But the truth of the matter is the work is going to happen in the field, in your own home. Don't get me started. So anyway, congratulations. She's already passed away, so she won't receive my congratulations, but her son is still alive, I think. So she's on the quarter and it'll be exciting. And I'm gonna buy it and I'll probably, put it back there, whatever. And JT, leave a comment down below. If you're catching the replay, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Is this a huge honor? I think it is because her name and like some little kid, Black, brown, don't matter, is going to look down at that coin and have to ask, who is this? And her legacy lives on. So that's great. Whew, that was a lot. Black's Tropical loves it. Black's Tropical, Shannon Jackson, hope y'all doing well. They are. Get started, okay? Yeah, we got to get started. We got to get started. All this talking and all this other stuff really means nothing. I'm telling you, I'm not in the room. I don't even go. I don't even listen to it. I could just read from the title and be like, nope. Nope. Because unless you're willing to do the work, what's the point? And here's the other point. Honestly, yapping on YouTube about something that you as a man or you as a female need to heal from doesn't help your loved ones at all. Go do the work. And I'm going to tell you what I used to say when I used to preach and when I used to teach and when I used to counsel. Well, hell, what else you used to do? But what I used to say is talking in an echo chamber over and over and over again allows you to be stagnant and you don't have to do the work. Because then you get to blame and fuss and take ownership or whatever, but you're just talking without solutions. And the real solutions happen offline because then it's personal. Then it's personal to who you are and not this generalized scope of who we are. Child, let me go. That child. See, preach, sister. Listen, y'all not ready. Black's Tropical, my sister said, listen, that's all. Preach, sister. I'm just trying to tell you. So, shout out to all y'all in the fears and the pills and all such stuff. I can't do it. It makes me itch. Because the real work happens outside of that chamber. Okay, I honestly was going to do a video, and I may still do it because I feel like it's coming on me. I might still do it. I was going to do it on Thursday, but I might do it on Saturday. But what I was going to do a video on, okay, we hear you, because that was last month's thing. Y'all black women don't hear us. And then I was going to say, we're listening. Because then it was, they don't think we listening, but we are. Okay, all right. Since I found out about the spheres and the pills area, whatever, it's been at least 4 months of talking. They hear you and you hear you. Now what? Or are we just entertaining because are you really trying to find value in the conversation? Because I promise you, some of these titles are the same titles from 4 months ago. And I'm sitting here like, first of all, if this was my husband, I'd be offended. Because y'all be serious. Like, y'all be hella serious. There have been relationships that have been broken down as a result of this sphere stuff. People aren't friends anymore. It's crazy. And, I was listening earlier and, now we're like, whose goals? And this one's goal. And I'm like, goals, relationship and marriage goals are people that you actually know. Not freaking Megan Good and whoever. Not if you don't know me, I'm not goals because you don't really know me. You know what I show you. You know what I show you. So that part could be goals. But come on, y'all. This is the freaking internet. So I was going to do a video and be like, now what? Now what? We hear you, you hear us. Now what? But the talking allows you to stay in the same place, continue up the drama, continue up the likes, clicks, and views, and there's no real growth. Is there really growth? I'm just saying. Philip says, exactly, trash can waves. Preach. This is my sister. Hey, Uncle Stu, what up? Uncle Stu in the building. Hey, Uncle Stu in the building. Everybody's excited. Do it, sis. Yeah, I am. Because literally, I've been wanting, oh, Lord, he goes showing out. This is my sister, Uncle Stu, old man on the block. Thank you for this super chat. I don't get on my soapbox very often on my channel because I just don't. Not too much. But this one has gotten to me. Like, I am so over it. And I'll tell you why. And maybe I need to do my video. But anyway, this is my sister. Your brother is about to teach on communication. This is my sister, everyone. I love her. We preach in this house. Listen, that's all I know. I didn't turn, I'm almost 49 years old. And I'm not a dumb 49-year-old. Because you do have some without wisdom. I'm a wise woman. And I can see through all of it. And it is about communication, but how effective are these conversations? because some people are making some excellent points. And some people it's just over and over and over again. But I'm telling y'all, the truth of the matter is having those conversations are great. Having those conversations should lead you to have conversations offline, honestly. Those conversations should cause you to call your wife and say, hey, do I blah, 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 blah? Because that ain't what I meant to do. Or call your husband and say, hey, do I value you? Do you think that I value you or whatever? But the arguing back and forth with strangers on the internet, I'm going to go to what Black's Tropical says. She said, I still don't understand none of it. And this possibly, to those of you that hop those streams, I will say this. It possibly could be a generational gap thing, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And the reason why I say a generational gap is because we just, hey, I like you, you like me. Let's figure it out and let's walk in a tree. I got bars. There was nobody telling us other than the word of God and societal norms telling me how to be a wife, how to be high value, whatever. Me and him sat down and said, what do you expect out of a husband? What do you expect out of a wife? How many kids you want? How many this? How many that? What religion are you? Da, 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 da. Y'all are complicated matters. And you're complicated matters because that's really, you're projecting your inner work that should be happening offline. I'm just saying. How is it that your personal experience, yes, it could be a shared experience. Do not get me wrong. It could very well be a shared experience. But how is it that your personal experience becomes a soundbite for YouTube instead of a soundbite for healing offline? That's all I'm going to say. I know I keep saying that's all I'm going to say, but that's all I'm going to say right now. I might do it because I'm sick of it. Like college students smoking weed in a dorm, solving all the world's problems in theory and applying nothing. Come on, trash can waves. I keep telling y'all, this is my little brother. Smart as a whip. He gets it. And I see you on the panels, child. You be trying to set them straight, trash can waves. YouTube can't solve trash can waves deep problems if he doesn't hang up off YouTube and deal with whatever it is that he feels like he needs to deal with. And part of the problem is the generalizations. Black women, da 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 da. Black men, da 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 da. All y'all old heads, da 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 da. Y'all young folk, ba 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 ba. And no one's seeing anyone for who they truly are, individuals. Theory is not application. It is not. It is not. Philip saying that's what I'm saying. Understood, trash can waves. Get on that soapbox, girl. I can't help it because I'm telling you, I spend a lot of time on YouTube and I spend a lot of time searching good content and supporting people and stuff like that. But it's becoming increasingly hard because it's like, y'all was just talking about this 4 months ago. Or I'm sitting there like, that's not true. I'm not like that. And then I'll lean over to my husband. I'm like, is that true? And he'd be like, no, you don't. And then we just sit and talk like, this is weird. It's very weird. And I'm going to tell you straight up, if we had YouTube and all this conversation when we were trying to date and get together and stay married, we'd probably be just as confused as y'all are. Anyway, some I just exit real quick. Exactly. I'm not even going to lie to you. I have exited. I have unsubscribed to some. I have unfollowed. If I kept a subscription because I like the person or whatever, I have unnotified. Don't send me that. I don't want to hear it. Melissa, there needs to be comprehension, understanding, and discernment. Absolutely. Communication. Absolutely. Because we have not learned how to talk and hear anymore. Too many people living in a world which do not exist offline. Metaverse is not Earth. I think there's a lot of talking going on. I think that okay, let me ask you this. Does it matter if I don't hear you? So if you're talking online and I panel up and I join every single last panel and I discredit everything that you're saying, what really matters? Whether Melissa listens or whether your grandmother, your girl, your sister, your daughters, your whoever, your therapist, your boss, which one adds more value that would impact society more? Because the truth of the matter, when you think about the circle of life and the circle of human interaction, you're likely not going to impact me, but you're going to impact them. When we operate in 6 degrees of separation, I may run into one of them that will change my mind. Because I'm not, 9 times out of 10, people are not going to these panels and discussions for change. When you consume YouTube, how to fix a dishwasher, you're going to find out a solution to your problem. That's not what's happening on these panels. That's my point. It looks crazy out there to me. Listen, crazy, crazy. Right. Generalizations. Listen, the generalizations burn my hide. I'm like, huh? Everybody? Anyway. What happens in this house used to stay in this house, but y'all got everybody in y'all business. Trash can ways. They have everyone in their business. I tell you what. Listen, I'm not gonna say that because my mind be going crazy. I was about to talk about erectile dysfunction or something, but anyway, they'd be talking about that too. Wife sitting right there, her business all out there. Don't get me wrong. I think this is a very healthy space if people are actually seeking to change, like I said. But the content is not being put out and or consumed for change. It honestly is not, if their people are being honest. That's just my opinion. Exit, unsubscribe, and buy. I'm just saying. Should be treated like Vegas. Listen, it should be, but it's not. And they just go from panel to panel to panel. And like I said, I would like to offer to the court that is not productive to personal growth and healing. You just giving sound bites. You just on your soapbox, just like how I am right now. That's all you're doing. And another thing, Black women should date out their race. Well, Black women should be able to. And oh my gosh, I've never learned so many new words in the last 4 months. Like I said, I don't go on there anymore. The people in my personal life hears me. Oh, I love that, Uncle Stu. And to me, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Because with the rule of 6 degrees of separation, at some point, the people that hear you will be affected by the people that should hear you. We influence each other, I believe, online, but even greater with human interaction. Are you seeking change? That's the question. Trash can waves, that secrecy was not helpful. Everybody got advice on how to run your life, how to raise your children, how to function in a marriage, but they risk nothing at all. Rather you succeed or fail. They have no stake in life, so should have no say. That's my whole point. I can end on that. That's exactly my point, trash can waves. And the truth of the matter is, people are relationships, even if they're just online relationships, they've been severed. Or people have been looked at as, simps and mammies and this and that and all this other stuff because of people's personal beliefs, and experiences. That's why for me, I know some stuff I can't identify with. There's some things that's not a part of my conviction. There's some things that's just not the way I grew up. So I'd probably get on there and y'all would be mad at me about a lot of stuff. Don't really care because your experience is not my experience. And like Trash Cans Wave says, you have no investment. Until you pay my mortgage, you might have something to say, but you still ain't having nothing to say. Anyway, y'all, does anyone refer to 6 anymore? We do. Got your 6, and that 6 better be kept with respect, And it's a good space, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's a healthy space. I don't. That's just my opinion. Black's Tropical says, exactly. So maybe I'll talk about it on Thursday. So if you're new to my channel, I'm kind of testing out my live stream times and when I'm going live. 6 o'clock is definitely the time. Now I've changed that, but now I'm playing with my days. And so I used to go Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to be adding some shows with some people. And so so you'll see some changes, y'all. But for now, it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So I said all that to say, I'll see you guys on my next show on Thursday. So anyway, was referencing the panels, Melissa. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, okay. The panels. Okay. Like and share this. Yeah, friends. Yeah. So I might still do it because I think that I want to get it off me. And I believe that there are a lot of you guys that feel the exact same way that I feel. Like Trash Can Waves put it perfectly. There's really nothing else to say. A lot of people are giving people power who you don't even know them. They're telling you what they're telling you who they say they are. Now, I know pockets of us know each other personally in the sense of we talk offline. You've seen my kids, you've talked to my mom, so we can validate we are who we are, in other words. And we've grew relationships outside of online. But some of y'all, child, I don't know y'all from Adam. You don't got nothing to say. That's just the way I feel. I was thinking today, I was cooking and I was chopping up some cabbage. And I was like, what's Trash Can Wave's real name? Now, I call him Trash Can Waves everywhere. And I love him. And we talk, we laugh and everything. I said, I never got his name. I thought about that today, Trash Can Waves. So anyway, I had to tell a fool on one panel that he didn't feed me, F me, or pay my bills. So by period. And I'm going to tell you what the response was. Oh, she's aggressive and she's this and she's that. And God bless you guys. Y'all, some of these people stay online for hours. And what cracks me up is a fourth of the panel is married. And having all these darn conversations with these single folk. We're going to have it. First name Trash, middle name Can, last name Waves. Hit me in the DM. I will. Trash Can Waves, Adrian Nash, I can do 1/3. Oh Lord, just 1/3. I had to distance myself from a few fakes, volunteering lies. Boom, 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 boom. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. Because that's all it is. That's all it is. So anyway, we're happy she's on the coin. I'm not going to take that from her at all. You guys just hit the notification bell, like I said, and make sure you click all because we will have the conversation. At one point, I was like, let them have it. But it's apparent by this 10-minute rant that I just did that, I have a lot to say about it, but also more so than that, you guys are really feeling that conversation. So we will definitely have it. And we'll have it and then we'll end it because there's no echo chamber over here. I can't deal it. I can't. And there's no generalizations or anything. So anyway, congratulations to her. Now, Let me get into these last few ones. Am I over? Well over an hour. Lord have mercy. Okay. Black's Tropical is getting rid of fakes. So real quick, Jenny Mine had her baby. She posted on Instagram. If you don't know who she is, that's Jeezy's wife. I'm going through this really fast, the last couple of ones, because I like to do an hour and in and out. But that's what she said. But anyway, like Lord. Okay. Jenny Mine had her baby. My show, if you know anything about me, I absolutely love divorce court. I like all the court shows, every single last judge, even the ones that I don't agree with. Well, here's Judge Lynn Toler. Lynn Toler's on my left, and Judge Faith took over on divorce court for Lynn Toler. I didn't like that. I didn't think Judge Faith was a good person to take over. I didn't think that she was married long enough. And I like the fact that Judge Lynn not only ruled, but she ruled and gave good advice in the process. Well, it's being reported that now Judge Faith is being replaced with Star Jones. Okay. I'm not happy about that. I think that they should have brought Judge Toler back, but they didn't. So whatever. I like Judge Maybelline. Listen, I like all the judge. And then I'm not even going to touch this because I just was like, y'all just give anybody a judge show. Or anybody will want to be on the judge show. But anyway, Steve Harvey has a judge show. He's not a judge. Don't do that. Anyway, you just taint the name of Judge Joe Brown and the rest of them. I can't. So Faith is now going to be hosting her own show. So let me find the show that it's called. The show is going to be called Killer Relationship with Faith Jenkins. So it's an Oxygen new show. And as a result, they're going to shift Star Jones in that role. It's going to be interesting for me, as someone who really is a connoisseur of the judge shows. Listen, my kids will tell you all day, every day. I love the judge. Mathis, Brown, all of them. I can't really see Star in this role because we've never seen. Now we know Star tell you in a minute, I'm an attorney. But we'll see. We'll see. Uncle Stu, oh my goodness, cut it out. He says, for your next 30 minutes, extra time. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I was just kidding. My dinner's done, so no big deal. No big deal. Thank you so much, Uncle Stu, for your support. And just continuing to just support me physically. Geez, let me not say that. When I say physically, like you're here in the live, and then also with all your super chats and showing love. Lord Jesus. Detroit judge with the Gators. You look so cute tonight. Real talk. Thank you so much. Thank you. At the end, I'll let you guys know how my gym schedule is going. Trash can waves. I knew soon as I said it, you were coming. Like, just, oh my God. Adrian, okay, nope. All these red flags. Judges providing sound wisdom being replaced. Exactly. Little Snow Baby. In the distance, myself, and volunteer. Okay, so we're caught up. Star had a show years ago, and then the show was canceled. Exactly, Velma. Star had a show, and Star is very opinionated, and I'm not sure. I gotta see because I think we've seen Star as an entertainer and on TV, but I don't think we've seen her in her prosecutor lawyer role. And she might be bad at it. Like, she might be really good. And when I say bad, I mean bad mean good, like that kind of thing. So we have to see. We'll see. I'll give her a chance because I didn't give Sherry a chance. And Sherry is really doing very well on the Wendy Williams show. So, yeah. When I get that feeling, Melissa say okay. I'm going to put you in timeout for like 5 minutes. So that's the new thing. Star's taking over. Faith is out. There is also, I don't have a bloop for that, but there's also rumors that Joy Reid will not be getting her new show continued. And I reported last week that, or I was going to report that Simone, I did report on it, how Simone is out as Kamala's assistant, and she will now be doing a show on MSNBC, and Reed is out. Okay. Was that your little throwback, Melissa? Yes, I guess. No, I had a throwback moment on the way home from the gym today. They played, I'm gonna tell y'all, they played 2 Live Crew. That's all I'm gonna say. I was like, listen, these little girls, I like Judge Faith. I do too. I like Judge Faith too. But I like Toller better. And then Judge Maybelline was absolutely hilarious. So yeah. I like them all though, to be honest with you. There's just one conservative judge. I don't really like her show. I don't watch her. But yeah. Yeah, Tula Crew, Jeannie Mai had her baby. Oh, the Currys. Listen, about what, last week, 2 weeks ago, about the Currys made news, and they were saying, oh, they have an open relationship, and it was confirmed, and Ayesha confirmed it, and people jumped on it, and I left it alone because I knew my good cousins, my play cousins. I just didn't think they were about that life. I just didn't. I follow them online. I think Ayesha bumped her head about 2 years ago with this picture. She just wanted to prove, like, hey, back off. And she did a whole, listen, it was not how I would say is in her character of how she posts online. She's very, I'm not saying she's matronly, but that was a very risque photo that she posted. And so when I heard this story come out that, oh, they have an open relationship and they both invite, and I was like, nah, that don't sound like my play cousins. That don't sound like them. That was about 2 weeks ago. People jumped on it and everything. Well, Ayesha Curry clapped back at a subscriber or whatever, a fan, however you want to call it, somebody in the comment section, because the person was commenting and getting smart and was like, yep, and that's why you got an open marriage and trying to please him and da-da-da-da-da. Ayesha clapped back. She said, listen, do not disrespect me. Hold on, y'all, because I got a really good information about DoorDash coming up. So don't leave just yet. She said, don't disrespect my marriage like that. Don't do that. She was like, you can't believe everything that you read online. And it's true. That's why I'm very selective on what I say and how I say it. But listen, Ayesha said, listen, do not play with me like that. And that's, to me, that's the way I feel open marriages are. If you have one, good for you. No judgment zone here. It's just a life I can't do. No, absolutely not. And part of that and part of my reasoning is, yes, I do think that it's disrespectful to me. And just too much. So that's the report. So if you were among the people that believe that they had an open relationship and you fell for the bait, I'm here to tell you, sadly, Ayesha put that rumor to bed and she said, don't disrespect me or my marriage. Velma says, well, I agree. I do like Judge Toller better as well, and Judge Faith was an okay replacement, but nothing like Judge Maybelline and Judge Joe Brown. Absolutely. I miss Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown and Judge Maybelline, old school justice. I love it. And Toller's good too. Faith was okay. Like, she wasn't terrible at the job. So I was okay with that. Only thing open about my marriage is who's cooking dinner, period. Okay? And maybe the front door, because we live in Arizona and y'all probably cold where y'all at, but I'm not going to rub that in. Y'all, it was so beautiful today. Oh my gosh. Did I get into everything before I start telling y'all Jim and the dog and all of that? Which the dog is fine. He's just rotten. But I like to say not rotten, but very well loved. So I have a DoorDash news story. DoorDash has partnered with the Girl Scouts, y'all. Is this what we need? This is not what we need. Oh my gosh. We are a DoorDashing family. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's beside the point. But now you mean to tell me I'm going to be able to say, run me some Samoas, run me some, that's the only one I eat, but the kids eat other stuff. Listen. So let's read. DoorDash partners with Girl Scouts of the United States to offer exclusive on-demand delivery as Girl Scout cookie season kicks off. So you guys know around this time, cookie season kicks off. You're going to be going to the grocery store. They're going to be sitting there looking with their little sad faces, you know, talking about they can't go to camp if you don't buy the cookies. And listen, I'm here to tell you what's even worse. When you open up that app, you're going to be able to see Girl Scout cookies. Today, the Girl Scout Cookies kicks off its 2022 Girl Scout Cookie Season campaign. I used to be a cookie mom. I used to be a Girl Scout troop leader. Okay, we were all into the Scouts when they were. This was years ago, child. Anyway, that was just something else that y'all didn't know about me. Fun facts. They will embark on a new adventure with the world's largest entrepreneurial program for girls, the 2022 Girl Scout Cookie Program. In prior years, amidst the pandemic, if you guys remember during the pandemic, that you could get it sent to you via the mail. Well, Girl Scouts quickly developed and adapted their selling methods to replace the in-person and cookie booths with innovative options. Well, for this season, the article says, councils are monitoring local data and mandates are preparing for a successful season of selling, whether it's digitally or in person or both. So for the first time, Girl Scouts across the United States will offer adventurefuls alongside with national favorites like Thin Mints, Samoas, Lord have mercy. Listen, put a comment down below what's your Girl Scout cookie. Whether you eat them now or not, that's beside the point. But what's your go-to? If it ain't Samoas, give me 10 push-ups. No, I'm just kidding. Samoas are where it's at. Okay. Let's see. Purchasing Girl Scout cookies has never been easier. A new national collaboration with DoorDash, the on-demand delivery platform, ensures girls remain as the center of the innovation as they offer consumers the option to order cookies on demand. The collaboration is making it possible for consumers in participating markets. So you have to see if it's available in your area. Probably if you live in a rural area, it's probably not going to be available. But you can purchase the cookies on demand for delivery or for pickup at a nearby booth as part of its entrepreneurial experience. How clever is that? I'm telling you, y'all, if you're still stuck in the dinosaur ages with technology, I highly encourage you to come up, because the world has got to feel pretty strange for you right now if you're not in this current age of digital innovation. Like everything, like literally the weird recluse of 1986 you can literally not leave your house nowadays. You have telehealth, you have DoorDash, you listen, you can order a person if you wanted to. But that's a whole nother live. Girl Scouts stay evolving. They do. They absolutely do. And I saw that during the pandemic because I was like, oh, y'all delivering? Oh, okay. Those are first. Okay. Oh, I forgot about trefoils. Run me my Girl Scout cookies. Quit playing. Listen, I will not spend $30 on those cookies this season. Are we doing a mantra? Wait, are we doing? Okay, let's repeat it. I will not spend $30 on those cookies this season. Listen. And then I got the nerve to be buying like 5 boxes, 6 boxes, and then I'll freeze them and I'll tell the kids, okay, because I'll give all them their boxes, but then they have money, so then they want their boxes. Listen, it's a mess. It's a mess. Hey, bless Reborn Spirit. Good to see you, girl. Missed you earlier. We just winding down. We're shooting a breeze here. Girl Scout cookies is the devil. Trefoil's peanut. Oh, the peanut butter one. Do-si-dos, all of them. He said all of them. No, you gotta say all of them. Shortcake, peanut butter patties, and a little coconut chocolate deal. Listen, Samoas. Name them by name. Can't call them the little coconut deal. They are the cookie. I can't remember the name of that cookie. Samoa. Rummy, my Girl Scout put peanut butter everything's trefoils. Those are first trash can waves. Philip, no matter how many I buy, they only last a day. It's so bad. And here's the thing. The truth of the matter is, and I think I looked at the box, they're not like a special cookie. They're just, I don't know. We're so programmed to think that they're just this, I don't know, anomaly, just special cookie, but they're so good. Look, back page. No frozen cookies over here. Yes, you got to freeze the Thin Mints. You definitely have to freeze the Thin Mints. That's the only way Thin Mints are good. Do not eat regular Thin Mints. Ugh. And I can't stand that one with the chocolate and the peanut butter wrapped. Ugh, gross. But you get you a Samoa, that first box get killed. Like, I'll probably have a Girl Scout mukbang on this joint and eat that whole all them rolls. It too easy. But I'm working out. I'm back in the gym. Eating still a little trash. It's not trash, but it's not the best. But it's not trash. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. Girl Scout cookies are supposed to be eaten immediately, not when you get like 5-6 boxes. And listen, I have pulled over and been like, go, they're over there, go over there. Yes. So to know that they're on DoorDash is problematic. Problematic for sure. What else is going on? Because I said at this point, I'm just going to go through. I think that's it for now, y'all. It was a great conversation about this coin. I think that any conversation about it shouldn't take away from how amazing Maya Angelou was to our society. Absolutely. I'll talk about this on Thursday. This trans swimmer and then another trans swimmer beat that trans swimmer. Listen, I should have talked about that when I was talking about the Gen X thing. But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. That's it. That's gonna be it. Just asking, did you take down your tree yet? Listen, we are the family. I told y'all before this even happened. We are the family in the neighborhood that y'all be mad at. The inflatables have not been inflated, but they sitting there laying looking like deformed pancakes in front of the house. My office obviously was taken down. I told them over the weekend, we got 3 trees. Take the trees apart, put them away. The 16-year-old said, 17-year-old says, it's just January. You know why she said that, y'all? We've been known to have our tree up till April. And oh my goodness, during the first wave, I can't even tell you when that tree was taken down. We took it down eventually, I think. Yeah, we did, I think. So to answer you, Bless, it's a sore spot because I did tell them it's time to put Christmas away. At least do the little tree that's over in the second living room. At least do that one. Because I understand the big one is obnoxious and it's probably going to take everybody. At least put the houses away. The little village. Lights still up. I was walking in. I didn't even notice. I was walking in the house the other day and I looked and I said, that damn wreath is still up. It's still Christmas. So now I got to go. I'm going to do that. But them doggone inflatables still sitting there looking crazy. Window got the dog. But child, I just took mine down today. I need to. You know what? I need to get off here and then remind them and be like, we need to take the trees down. My son took his tree down Christmas night. Somebody else I know did that. That is sacrilegious. Like, what the heck? That's too much. Real talk, Kroger has a cookie that's close to a Samoa. Oh, man. Don't tell me that. I love a good Samoa. Now, Thin Mints have to be frozen. Samoas have to be warm. No, I'll thaw them out. So I can freeze them so I can keep them. But you know what? I think before we get off the live, we need to see our friend driving the car. We haven't watched him today. We haven't seen him today. And I told y'all, I will forever, Lord, they done put the music to it. I will forever reference this dude as the GOAT. Y'all don't understand. Yummy, yummy, yum. So what are you guys going to be up to? My phone is dead. Is it dead? I was going to show y'all Mr. Winston. He's growing, doing well, rotten, so stinking cute. But I am almost, oh Lord, I'm almost at 2 hours. Okay. No one's trying to win the longest stream award over here. So with that being said, my friends, thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for liking and sharing this video. I will see you guys on Thursday, same time, same bat channel. I may be over on my Everything Else Melissa channel. Maybe I'll do makeup. I'll do something over there. Or I may even give a commentary or reaction to something, especially TV. I'm going to, because it's almost, yep, I gotta eat because I gotta fast. So anyway, I ain't gonna hold you guys. Appreciate it. And then on Friday is Sipping and Just Saying. And so far it's Lauren Melissa. So it'll be the two Melissas on here on Friday. And if you want to join us, let me know. Cam up. We'll see you on Friday. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys later. Peace.
With the